Chris, did the police just say anything to you while you were here?
I just got here maybe 5 minutes ago.
Did you walk past the police? Or?
No, I haven't seen them.
No, because they just kicked me off the boulevard, actually.
Really? I'm kind of anxious to see them, actually. I'm a little pissed off about, the whole loitering and obstructing the sidewalk, and then they park a car right there on the sidewalk. Hi. How you doing?
Been instructed by my supervisor to arrest
Michelle, she wished she went home.
You have an hour to clear out. Come back in here, you're going to be arrested.
And we're doing
Loitering.
loitering? Obstructing the sidewalk?
No loitering. What's it, 41?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I know all the laws that you're changing.
Yeah, you can choose to stay.
I'm not trying to break any laws.
No, I understand that. I'm just telling you what I've been advised to do.
I understand.
And I'm just going to give you a warning because I don't think it's fair for you not here and just if you want to.
Okay. That's fair. All right.
So you can choose to
Sure.
Sure, if you want, you can go down Hollywood Station to Sergeant Chow. Sergeant Chow is there right now. If you have any questions, you can address it to him.
All right, thank you.
I've just been advised by him to report it tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you may want to go there and talk to him.
All right, yeah.
If I come back in half an hour and you're still here, unless he calls me, if he talks to him, unless he tells me different.
Okay.
But if he doesn't tell me different, if you're here in half an hour, we'll have to arrest you.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
What do you think about that, Spider-Man?
I guess I have to speak to Officer Chow or whatever, because, I understand if you're breaking a law, and I fully expect the police to do their job and arrest you, but just saying you're here in a costume, as far as I know, there's no laws against that.
What about the girl playing the guitar like 100 feet away from us? They aren't doing anything to her.
She's not wearing a costume. He says that he's been instructed to arrest anybody wearing a costume.
What? Really?
So, that's the dilemma. And I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive there's no laws against wearing a costume. So.
There are no laws against wearing a costume and being here on the public sidewalk. So ever since the arrest back in, what was it, June?
Yeah, at the end of May, yes.
Yeah, have you had any problems before this?
Yeah, continual problems, basically. Every time I tried to come out, it gradually got lesser and lesser of a problem with the police, but it hassled every time and told to leave, and it's a pain in the ass. I've just had enough of it personally,
Haven't you personally sued LAPD officers for the same reason?
I've not initiated a lawsuit. I chose other remedies actually instead. I considered suing, but lawsuits take a long time, and I think the chances of winning are probably pretty slim. And there's a lot of other things involved with lawsuits.
What about the lawsuits from the other characters from the earlier arrest? Did they ever go through?
I've heard that there is suits in effect, but I honestly don't know where they stand or how effective they're going to be.
So you haven't talked to Catwoman?
Catwoman?
The girl that got arrested?
Yes, I've talked to her.
Yeah. What has she said about the lawsuits?
As a matter of fact, I just was looking at an email today where, again, a judge in this district from the Supreme Court ruled in, as you may be aware, in Venice Beach they had a system set up there for street performers where you have to get a permit and do a lottery system and stuff. And the judge actually ruled that unconstitutional. So again, it's all in the favor. It's against the First Amendment, the First Amendment of the Constitution, which says you're allowed to freedom of speech and freedom of performance.
Okay. So me being here filming you with the officers, that wasn't set up. No. Because honestly, I have noticed in the past I've gotten harassed by the police while they leave you alone.
I believe they haven't left me alone. No. I'd say that's untrue, but basically I've done the same thing every time the police come to me. I say, what am I doing illegal? I just try to pinpoint it to that, and they run down a laundry list of things which they're assuming are going to scare me away, but they don't, because I'm very careful to do everything legally out here.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
So apparently it doesn't matter because they're going to make up their own lie.
Yeah. So
it is a pain in the ass. I travel to get here from way out in the valley to Van Nuys. I got to travel, come get here, sneak around, change. The whole deal where it's a stressful situation. So then I get out here, 5 minutes later, I'm told to leave. I'm tired. It's just not right.
Okay. So do you think Sergeant Chow would be corrupt, a rogue cop, or fair if you went to talk to him?
I don't know about Sergeant Chow actually. I'm glad actually that I have somebody that is apparently accountable for once, because most of the time the police they're not going to give you somebody that told them to do it. This officer here was I respect that he told me, that he's following orders from his sergeant. So that's what they're supposed to be doing. So I have to go speak to the sergeant, which is again, to me it's like I'm out here, I'm trying to do an honest thing, make an honest living. have fun, the whole deal. You know, it doesn't seem to matter to the.
You want to go talk to him right now? I'll go with you.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Okay. All right, officers, we're gonna go talk to Sergeant Chow.
Thank you.
Awesome. How are you guys?
Will this resolve the problem? I hope so. That'd be nice. I don't know if I'm so optimistic.
So, what do you think about Tony Toomey, the Batman, losing his apartment, who's been here for 7 years?
Well, I think it's kind of sad, you know. I know he was a good. He always did good work on the boulevard. He never broke any laws, but it's just another victim of the whole intimidation tactics of the police. You know, he got arrested right in front of the news cameras. You know what I mean? It's like obviously doing nothing, right? But the news is another entity that I really this whole situation has made me just like have no confidence in them whatsoever, because the first few days they were asking questions, you know, asked the police who gave these orders, where is this coming from? The police said the city council, so they went to the city council says we know nothing about it, and they stopped there. I mean, what kind of news is that? What kind of reporting is that? I mean,
Actually, the city council went on TV and denied all participation.
yeah. So I mean, being a news person or a reporter, I mean, and you get these conflicting things, doesn't it make you think like, well, maybe I should try to there's something fishy going on here? But no, they just dropped the whole thing and forget about it. It's just not. So now I got, like I said, I mean, the news, I got no respect for them either, because it's like, you know, something like that. Obviously, you would pursue that a little more. But they didn't. They just, and also with the situation where I made the front page when I got arrested that time, basically for a warrant for not paying a subway ticket. You know, it was basically the cops wouldn't have even taken me in if it wasn't for me wearing the suit on the boulevard.
Actually, I interviewed you for that at the Christmas parade.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
It's done very well on YouTube. All right, hey, is this the Spider-Man that got arrested?
One of them, yes.
All right, so tell me about the ordeal, sir. You were out here doing your job, and the police just came up to you and arrested you?
Actually, I got in a fight with somebody before that. The guy that I knew that didn't have anything to do with the Hollywood Boulevard.
And that's when the police were brought in?
Yes, we called the police.
And then one thing led to another, and there's a picture of you being arrested on the front page of the LA Times?
Yeah, I just made a big deal out of it, I think, because the photographer happened to be right there when they got the handcuffs on me.
Yeah.
So he just took a million pictures all the way from here to the car, you know. So.
You think it was planned, or you think he was just there, he just happened to be there?
No, he just happened to be there, I think.
Wow, so,
they might just scan the police radios, scanners, and things like that. Or they might get tipped off, you know, but I think this guy just happened to be there.
okay, so has this whole ordeal made you more famous?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, do you have anything to say to the five other Spider-Men that are on the boulevard?
Yeah, why don't you guys do your share of the work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you all did 1/5 of the work, that'd be a good thing, but it's like I'm pulling extra weight here, it seems. You know?
Yeah, it's actually Chris Loomis that fights all the crime on the boulevard.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like, again, it's another case of being high profile, I guess, and being on the boulevard. It's such an interesting thing, you know? Wearing the costume, it's like, obviously, why would you, if you're going to be doing something illegal and underhanded, why would you put on a costume and be the center of attention as you're doing it? It just doesn't make any sense, really. But, yeah, I was like, here I came into town thinking I'm going to go to work for a few hours, and I'm not going to be doing that, obviously.
Yes, so earlier I was dressed as Barney, and the cops came up to me and said, hey, you gotta leave.
They gave you the same warning?
Well, actually, they gave me 5 minutes, and they said I was gonna go to jail.
Yeah. That's what they've been saying. You know, and I've been cooperating every time. They tell me, and I do it, you know, I follow not trying to make trouble with the police or anything, but it's just come to a point where you can't anymore, because I want some answers, you know what I mean? It's like, I'd say just take me to jail, but I mean, I know what happens then too. They're going to kick you, and it's not going to go in front of a judge. I'd like to talk to a judge about this, you know.
Hello, sir. We're looking for Sergeant Chow.
That's me.
That's you? We were told to come down here and talk to you because they're kicking characters off of Hollywood Boulevard, and there's actually no law to keep people off of Hollywood Boulevard from taking pictures.
Were you there?
Yes, actually, yes.
So you're not dressed in costume? You weren't dressed in costume at the time? He was, yeah.
No, not when I saw him kick out Chris.
When you were up there, were you in costume?
No.
Okay. I'll talk to him.
Well, actually, I was up there as Barney earlier, and they kicked me off, so,
Okay.
yes.
Hello. Hi. Christopher Loomis. How you doing? If you want to talk to me, I need you to take your mask off and go back there. Sure.
Well, actually, obviously, he didn't want me in there. What did he say? Well, here. Let's get the whole interview right here.
He said it was irrelevant whether I told him I'm not doing the obstructing the sidewalk or any of these things that he's concerned about, and he says that basically that's irrelevant. He said, "What are you doing in Hollywood?" And I said, "Well, I came out here to work, do my thing, take pictures with people and whatnot." And she tried to say that that's right there by my own admission that I'm breaking the law. And I said, "I don't think And it was just a roundabout thing, as usual. It's like I'm trying to explain to him, if I'm not breaking any of these laws, then how can you, As I suspected,
it was a total waste of time.
Yeah, it was a waste of basically the same. He's trying to say that I'm breaking the law before it's actually happening, and assuming I'm going to break the law before he actually, that comes to pass.
Did you have to talk to his boss?
No, I didn't.
Were you too scared to?
No, I didn't.
Did he intimidate you in any way? I'm kidding. You seemed like a nice officer.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. It's like something that dealing with these police in this situation is there's a certain channel I think to go through before you make a big distinction to everybody here at the police department who are obviously against you. You know what I mean? Against anybody who's saying they want to go out there as a character. I mean, I understand their concerns, as I tried to explain to them. I understand your concerns. There's people out there that are making problems and making it, making people pay that don't want to, and all these things, and I full on support the police to get rid of those people, but I'm not one of them. But coming down here and trying to talk to these guys obviously is
it was a dead end, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't get me anywhere. Just basically highlighted, now they all know who I am, even more so. That's all this did,
So would you be willing to come back and talk to the captain?
Yeah,
the big head honcho.
I think it's going to get anywhere, but they don't give me credit for anything, and the policemen basically. I wish I had a recorder on me or something. There's again saying you're going to get arrested.
So
but I'm not doing anything illegal.
Basically, flat out, he just told you in there that you will get arrested.
Well, he sort of said no. They'll watch you. He didn't say flat out. Not so flat out like the police. They didn't say it so flat out like that. But yes, my nose.
No. I had to make sure I didn't get the low-life scum in the shots because that's a big trick that people use.
Black eye and nose here.
Yeah.
That's also good.
All right. Well, since we're here, do you think you can put the mask on and do a Spiderman trick on the LAPD rail?
No, I don't think that'd be a great idea right now.
Well, but it would get us so many views, though. What about this rail right here?
I'm trying to convince these police that I'm not doing anything good, untoward.
Yeah. What about, let me have you pose in front of the lighted up sign.
Sure, why not? Should I go break it?
No, don't break it.
Well, how about I kick the sign and run? Huh?
Okay, just go stand right next to it. Let me see if I can light you up, actually. Wow. Now that's pretty awesome. Let me get a wider shot where I can get the whole police in there. Okay, we got Spider-Man crawling on the police sign. And the officers on the street that told us to come here and talk to Officer Chow gave us a total dead end of worthlessness.
I would hope to have somebody who at least knows their place as policemen to enforce the actual laws. I mean, I didn't bring up the other people that are out there right now performing and things like that because it's not really, I'm not here to point the finger at anybody else. I'm trying to resolve my situation primarily, and there's a lot of illegal activity going on the boulevard, as we know, much more illegal than what I'm doing, which is not illegal at all.
Would you like to head back to the Boulevard, see what happened with Goldman and Michael Jackson?
I think I'm going to go back there and work probably.
Okay, I'll
I'm going to tell him I spoke with Chow and
actually take you up
said it
there.
was okay. That's what I'll do.
Okay, can I get a shot of you on top of my van?
Sure.
Okay, it's got a luggage rack. If,
Twist my arm. I didn't have my arm on the
it's up. Okay, very dark footage, but Spider-Man is on my van. Okay, so we're back here on the Boulevard with Spider-Man, Chris Loomis, and he feels that his conversation with Sergeant Chow, was it?
C-H-O-U, Chow.
Was a waste of time.
Yes, I do. I feel it was pretty much as I suspected it might be.
And
The run around, you know, no really solid answers about enforcing actual laws, but it's, you know, he's just, same as these other police, seems to make assumptions and say, well, you're going to rearrest it because we...
so basically, you ended up with an attorney cop that that had a fast mouth and gave you the runaround.
Sort of, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he read over said that the loitering is inevitable, that if you're here in a costume that you're loitering.
Did you ask him how long he had been on the job and how long he was in charge of the characters?
I did
That's
not.
another good one.
Yeah, I went in unprepared. I really, in these circumstances, I'd like to have some notes and things because it quickly slips my mind when I start getting frustrated, trying to make different points that I wish I would have made.
Okay, so
But I'm confident that he would have probably had his, gone back to the same things,
So a few points would be, how long have you been on the job? How long have you been in charge of the characters? And what gives you the right to give the order to officers to arrest characters when there is actually no law?
Sort of, he did, that I did cover, and he basically is saying, if you're out there in a costume, then he feels that you are breaking a law, you are loitering automatically. Even though he doesn't witness. You think the police would have to witness that? He also, one of the interesting thing was he was saying, he wasn't saying go straight to the arrest like the police in the field here seem to be saying we're supposed to arrest you as soon as we see you doing this. He was saying, well, first you'll get a warning or ticketed. He was saying they're nice to have warned you, and if you get ticketed and you go back out there, then obviously we're going to have to arrest you because you're not you're not going to be following the rules or whatever. So he was trying to back off. Seems kind of soft on that, like saying that if if it's a recurring problem, then you'll get arrested. He wasn't saying go straight to the arrest like the police in the field here seem to be saying, which is obviously the way it should be. I mean, getting arrested for a crime like that, it doesn't make any sense. The jails aren't full enough of people, of more serious criminals, of real criminals.
Yeah. Well,
they're kicking people out of the jails, and now they're looking to fill them up with characters or people dressed.
So
and he also made the point of how visible, how high profile you are when you're wearing a costume out here, which is a good point I was trying to make with him too. And I was like, yes, I mean, why would you do that and do something illegal? Yeah.
all right. So I noticed that Goldman, they chased him out. He left.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson, he left.
It doesn't look like very many people are left out here that were here before.
Yes. So, but I see they're letting the guitar guy loiter.
I don't know. Was he here before? Maybe.
No. Actually, he wasn't here before. It was a.
Okay, here we go. We're going to talk about loitering. Let's take a look up here. Again, let's keep in mind that loitering, as defined in the Los Angeles Municipal Code, is actually more of an obstructing the sidewalk law, where you're not allowed to obstruct the free passage of pedestrians on the sidewalk.
Oh, come and get a picture with Spider-Man.
Hello.
要跟他拍吗？拍了，你给他1块钱，有零钱吗？有零钱没有？我这有。
But just take a shot of all these people over here,
No, actually, I don't want extra people in my shot.
You work for tips, okay? Can we make sure not to block the sidewalk? Make sure people can pass by here, please?
灯没有啦。 Here guys, hop in. Spiderman.
Thank you. Make sure you like your picture. See, I actually got it good at doing this. Trying to play along with this.
Would you like a picture with Spider-Man?
It's okay.
Okay. So what? Are we just gonna wait and see if the police show up?
Actually, I'm supposed to call Jasmine here. was supposed to work with her tonight, but I don't think she's gonna go for this.
Probably not.
I've been working with her a little bit, just.
Spiderman.
But again, like trying to follow along and make sure I'm not breaking any laws. Like I got quite adept at moving people to the side, making sure that nobody is obstructing the sidewalks. Apparently, it doesn't matter. You park a car on there, though. You got the money. Yeah, I'd like to actually approach these police officers before they approach me, and try to talk to them about my conversation with Officer Chow. I improvise a lot. See, that's how I improvise.
Actually, you're not on the sidewalk. You're on private property.
That's right. They can't come out here and do anything unless I'm on the place. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I have to do a lot of improvising like this, you know.
All right, man. Hey, let's go this way or that way.
I might just take a break here. Like, I don't know exactly how I'm going to pursue this right now. Hi.
Okay, so you're gonna hang around here?
I might go take my mask off and see what's going on. Take a break. Think about it.
All right, man.
Because I don't know if I'm prepared to, if I could stay out here and work, obviously I got to be prepared right away to be arrested. The whole deal. So
Yeah.
I got my bag full of crap back here and everything.
All right, man. I got you.
What I have with me.
All right. Well, I'm here with Chris Loomis.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't be a bigger help in resolving this, but it's something that's going to take more serious measures in a longer time, obviously.